So
good.
Yeah, so it's fun. Yeah,
good deal.
So we have opportunities, and again, I've been on a lot of boards. I'm still on a few boards, and, get back here and get back there. I just think look, I go to prisons and speak. It's one of the things I do, and it's one of the ways that I give back. The jails, entrepreneurships, colleges.
Right.
So I've been a lot of places, spoke a lot of things. But what I tell those guys, like in prison and jails, that when you get out and you sober up, what you really need to do is you need to find a way to give back. I don't know what that looks like to you.
Right. Could be different for everybody. Probably.
You could go mow lawns at a church. You could do deliveries, food deliveries, do something.
Right.
I don't know what that is, but I believe that that's part of sobriety. I believe that that's part of being a citizen. I mean,
giving back. Yeah.
Giving back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I try to do a lot of that stuff too. Same kind of a thing.
I know you do.
Same kind of a thing. It's like
we've been parts of some of the same
together we've been
functions.
different things, and that's where we became friends a long time ago here. But Rory Huskin in here on a Friends Friday, brought to you by Advantage Home Mortgage. Faster, easier, cheaper.
Hello, this is Vern from Advantage Home Mortgage. On your next home loan, remember 3 words: faster, easier, cheaper. Cheaper. It's no secret. Brokers are better. We are on your team, and we negotiate with lenders to ensure you get the best rate and lowest closing costs possible on your specific home loan need. Give us a call, 719-546-3100, to get your approval started today.
Advantage Home Mortgage, regulated by the Division of Real Estate, MLS number 1614819. It's Pueblo's greatest hits, KPHT 95.5 on a Friends Friday. Rory Huskin in here today. We've been talking about, growing up in Pueblo and different things like. Where's Rory Huskin's favorite place to eat of Pueblo food? What's your favorite place to eat?
Latronicas.
Very good. See,
back in the day, Latronicas. Gaetanos.
But now you're talking old. See?
I love Gaetanos.
I did too.
Yeah, that was like,
just checking. See, I want to make sure that you're a real Pueblo guy, but you
could go to the 2 and 9.
Yeah, a little grinder at the 2 and 9, always good. Yeah. Good
I'm
stuff.
sure there's some that I
you frequent that you've
yeah. But I remember going to those for sure.
Yeah.
Taco John's.
Oh yeah, Taco John's.
I don't think we have any Taco John's anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
But you get those little tater tots from Taco John's.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember crashing the Taco Bell on Northern when it used to be on Northern. There were Walgreens is now.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, good stuff. So you said, you went to East for a year, you went to Corwin, all those kind of things. We were chatting back about so good memories from back then on some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Some of those friends are still friends today.
Right.
I that's what's so good about Pueblo. Here's what I think about Pueblo. Pueblo's a city with the small town mentality.
Right. But 150,000 people that live in it or whatever. Yeah.
But it's all about who knows who.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Absolutely.
Look, one of the first things out of anybody's mouth in Pueblo is like, you're from Pueblo?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school? What year?
Yeah. They don't care what college you went to. They want to know what school
you
went
we might be related.
Chances are, yeah.
Crazy, right?
All good stuff here. Rory Huskin in on a Friends Friday on KPHT 95.5, Pueblo's greatest hits. Friends Friday brought to you by Advantage Home Mortgage.
Hello, this is Vern from Advantage Home Mortgage. On your next home loan, remember 3 words: faster, easier, cheaper. Faster. With our superior technology, you can get approval in just minutes, not days. Programs that allow for appraisal waivers and limited income documentation ensure a fast and efficient close. Give us a call, 719-546-3100, to get your approval started today.
Advantage Home Mortgage, regulated by the Division of Real Estate, MLS number 1614819. It's Pueblo's greatest hits, KPHT 95.5 on a Friends Friday. My friend in today, Rory Huskin, from Cornerstone Roofing. Just saying your name, I get all choked up,
Saying anything, I get choked up. I got a bottle of water here.
Hey, we've been talking about, growing up in Pueblo and all the stuff, and middle school and high school and careers, and we've crossed paths here and there over the years here, but now you kind of got a different thing going on. You're doing like music, right? Did you start singing on the roofs or something and decided, hey, I'm going to give this a shot? Or tell me how you came about getting into music.
So I told you my dad, was he was a pretty good drinker back when I was young. I remember them having parties at my house, and then he'd come wake me up. He'd get me up.
Right.
He'd want me to come sing. So
Rory, come sing for the folk.
Yeah, and I used to love to sing. So I went. So it was the church that I grew up in was Park Hill Assembly of God.
Oh, over here on the east side.
And I was in all the plays, and
right.
and then they moved, and now they're Praise Assembly of God.
Right, the big church over there. Yeah.
But I was in the plays, and I sang, and then I over the years, I wanted to be a singer. So when I turned, old enough, I'd go to the bars, and I had fake IDs, back when I grew up in Denver, and I go to the bars like on 44th and in Wheat Ridge and stuff, and I'd get up there, I'd con those guys into let me sing, and they'd get me up on stage and let me sing. And it was kind of cool, man.
Did you get some tips and stuff? Or
then I'd walk in and they'd start yelling for me, Rory, get up here,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a singer, but, my lifestyle, drinking, and then I started drugging and stuff, probably wouldn't have, You
wouldn't have lasted, brother. Yeah.
So, but it was always a dream of mine.
So when you were a little kid, what song did they want you to sing, like at those parties your dad would have and stuff?
Oh, it was all Merle Haggard stuff.
Of course.
Merle Haggard stuff. Yeah, I could sing all the Merle Haggard songs that he had. Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor.
There you go. Yeah, it just was natural then. Yeah, but, so you kind of do some of your own recording and stuff now, right?
I do. So, a friend of mine hit me up one day, and we were jacking around, and we were at my counter, my island in the kitchen at my house.
Okay.
And I don't know how the conversation got around to I really like singing, and so we had a Bluetooth speaker and some. So you go to to YouTube and pull up these soundtracks of the song, and I'm sitting there singing them.
Like karaoke track or something? Yeah.
And he's like, wow, Rory. He goes, I had no idea, And so, a couple of days go by, and he goes, hey, I want you to meet me someplace. And there's Perfect World Music down on Main Street.
Okay.
And we walked in. He introduced me to Carl Lucero.
Oh, I know Carl, yeah.
Carl used to be
sound guy over there at Praise Assembly.
Praise Assembly.
Yeah,
isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he said, we started talking about, music and how would you, and I told him my testimony, and he goes, okay, we need to do this. And I said, well, you don't even know if I can sing. And he goes, come here. And he started playing these, these Christian songs, and I was like singing them, and he threw his arms up and he goes, are you kidding me? He says, let's do this. And I was like, all right. So yeah, it took us a couple years to put out an album. It always, I always thought that you just ran down to a recording studio and you threw an album together.
That's how Elvis did it, I think.
I think that's true.
Back in the day,
But
we need 2 more songs here. Give us a couple more songs for this album.
It takes some time.
I'll bet.
You got to learn the songs. The musicians got to learn the songs.
Right.
And then each person comes in individually, and they do that. And then you got the backup singers, and then it's a big process. I never really realized.
We're going to find out more. Roofer becomes singer. Rory Huskin here on a Friends Friday at KPHT 95.5. Pueblo's Greatest Hits, Friends Friday, brought to you by Advantage Home Mortgage.
Hello, this is Vern from Advantage Home Mortgage. On your next home loan, remember 3 words: faster, easier, cheaper. Faster. With our superior technology, you can get approval in just minutes, not days. Programs that allow for appraisal waivers and limited income documentation ensure a fast and efficient close. Give us a call, 719-546-3100, to get your approval started today.
Advantage Home Mortgage, regulated by the Division of Real Estate, MLS number 1614819. It's Pueblo's Greatest Hits, KPHT 95.5 on a Friends Friday. My friend in today, Rory Huskin. We're talking about all things Pueblo and different things like that, roofing business, and now we're talking about singing. So you found out you always knew you could kind of sing, but then you start doing a little more professionally.
No,
now,
let's be more specific. I liked singing, and I found out that a few people actually thought I sounded good.
Okay, so then you go in and you cut.
Yeah, so we cut this album. Takes a couple of years, and I did a couple gigs here and there, and did Tommy G's mini bands in the backyard.
Right,
and,
right.
I remember Gypsy opened up for me, and I'm watching Gypsy, and I'm watching that lead guitar guy, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I got to follow this.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
So you were on the big stage out of Jai Doan's? Is that
not the big one? It was the mini one.
Oh, in the tent
during COVID.
Yeah, the tent stage.
So it was fun. I opened for Bumpers, which turned to Gutter House,
right.
and now it'll be called Copper River. They're opening back.
Oh, they're going to open
up,
again now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I had some fun, sang in a few churches. It's just a blast.
So
I sang at the state fair.
I'll be darned. Yeah. So what's your CD called or whatever?
It's called Sentence to Live.
Sentence to Live.
And it's a funny story. I'll tell you really quick. I was sitting in my truck, and I've told you that I was a drug addict.
Right.
I was sitting in my truck one day, and I think that I had fallen asleep. And so I woke up, and it's morning time. Out of money, probably almost out of gas. And I looked up, this blue, beautiful sky, snow on the ground. And the way I lived, I always kind of told myself that I would never live past 30. You'll never live past 30.
Here for a good time, not for a long time.
Right. Good time, not for a long time. I like that. I'll have to use that now. So here I am. I wake up and look in the rearview mirror, and I say out loud, it's kind of funny. I said out loud, it's like, I'm looking at myself, and of course I don't like what I see. And I'm like, I'm going to be 31 in a couple of weeks. And I heard this voice, Mick. This voice said, and you've been sentenced to live. And I'm crying. I'm like, you can't make, I knew it was God.
Yeah.
I knew it was God. I'd grown up in church. I knew he was talking to me. And I'm like, you can't do that to me.
It's like quit jacking around.
You can't make me live with the wreckage that I've caused. Looking at a rear view mirror was like looking at 100 one-car pileups and knowing
carnage.
Yeah. It was terrible. And I didn't really want to live with that. So I called my sister and I said, hey, I need your shower. She goes, come on over. We got a party. So I walk in the door and, this girl comes over and throws her arms around me. And I'm like thinking, all right, I don't know how crazy this girl is because I'd been partying for a week, probably looked like a goat and smelled like one. And
she's
I'm like,
hugging on you.
Yeah, she's like, and I'm like, hey, you really don't want any part of me. And she goes, I'm a big girl. I can make my decisions for myself. And she goes, I said, well, at least let me take a shower. So I hung out with this girl for a couple of days, realized I'd fell in love with her. And and I thought, well, that's just like what God would do, is sentence me to live and then give me something in my life that was more important than me. And so that's my wife now.
Yeah. It better be your wife now.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, she divorced me for 10 years, hated me. And
it was meant to be, though.
It was crazy. I walk around for 10 years telling whoever listened that God's going to restore my marriage someday.
And they're thinking, there's no way.
There's no way. My pastor told me one day, he goes, bro, I used to look at you and think, poor guy.
Rory Huskin in here on a Friends Friday, brought to you by Advantage Home Mortgage.
Hello, this is Vern from Advantage Home Mortgage. On your next home loan, remember 3 words: faster, easier, cheaper. Faster. With our superior technology, you can get approval in just minutes, not days. Programs that allow for appraisal waivers and limited income documentation ensure a fast and efficient close. Give us a call, 719-546-3100, to get your approval started today.
Advantage Home Mortgage, regulated by the Division of Real Estate, MLS number 1614819. Pueblo's greatest hits, KPHT 95.5 on a Friends Friday. Well, Rory Huskin in here one more time as we're about to wind things up. Appreciate you taking the time coming in here and spending some Friday here with me. I know you're a busy guy, and appreciate it.
It takes time, but, it's something I really love to do.
Well, good.
I may have a radio voice. That way they don't have to look.
Face for radio is what they always tell me.
Right?
Yeah. But, hey, good stuff going on. Appreciate you coming in. This CD that you did and things, can you buy that somewhere? Get it online?
You can. So you can go online. It's on Spotify,
okay,
iTunes, Amazon.
Sentence to
YouTube,
Live.
Sentence to
So
Live.
it says